try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
Okay, so I just came back from my 9-day break. That's basically just 1 week with both weekends. And I'm finally ready to see what kind of damage has been sustained to my machine over that time period. So, let's see what happened. Okay, so the first thing I noticed is that some carts and stuff have been moved around, but other than that, a lot of stuff has been set off, unfortunately. I reset the whole thing before I left, I should make that clear, just to see, and test and see what goes wrong. So a lot of stuff has been set off, but fortunately it doesn't look like anything's been actually destroyed, so that's good. And the only problem is, wait, what happened to all the washers? Okay, so to me it looks like what happened is it got up to this point, but then it actually failed when it got to the washers. So that's weird. I'll have to look at that. Alright, well, good news, nothing actually got destroyed, so I won't be fixing anything, but I will be resetting stuff. So, not as bad as it could have been, not as bad as I thought it would be. Alright. Okay, so I just realized I made a really stupid mistake. So I reset this whole machine before break, including this billiard ball right here. Now when the machine was accidentally set off, of course that went down and turned on the motor, yada yada, etc. And basically what happened is the motor ran until it ran out of batteries, because the machine was set off and no one was here to stop it. So, first of all, that means that I'm going to have to get in there somehow to get new batteries. And secondly, it means I'm going to actually have to get new batteries. Okay, so when I was resetting this machine to do a full table test, I realized something very important. I was not familiar with the numbers on the dominoes for each place. So when they fell off the table during the test and I was resetting, I couldn't match up where the dominoes went because they all, looked the same. So what I did is I made a little list here of what the numbers on each domino are that connect each element. So that way, if there's ever any kind of confusion, I can just reference this list, and then I'll know exactly where each domino goes. Alright, so it is Monday, May 2nd, and I have a bit of a problem to tell you guys about. I wasn't telling you about this as it was happening, but now I think I need to tell you guys. So, a few days ago, I finished my roll of tape, my first roll of black duct tape, and I went to look for my next one, and it wasn't where I left it. And I know exactly where I left it because I put it in a special spot so that it would be safe. It wasn't there. I didn't really think a whole lot of it. I thought, well, maybe someone needed it, they took it, whatever. And then I also kind of thought, hey, it's not unusual for me to misplace something. Maybe that's what happened. So I went out that night, I got another roll of tape. I actually got two, just in case it happened again. And everything was normal. But on Friday, my bag of glue sticks disappeared. Now this is a little bit more suspicious because the beginning of that day, I specifically moved them to another table because I was running out of room. And I went to look for another one. When my glue stick ran out, I went to get the bag to get another one. It wasn't where I left it. So I figured that this has happened twice now. It's probably not a coincidence. So I have decided to make this sign. And it's kind of sad that I have to make this, but I'm going to try it out, see if it helps, and if not, I don't know what I'll do. But let's just see. I've got some pretty exciting news, you guys. The machine is finally done, except for a couple of things. The first thing that's not done is the starting step. I'm trying to figure out something that would look really cool to start off the machine, because as it is right now, it just starts with someone putting a ball into a track, which isn't the most exciting thing, and for a project of this size, I kind of want something really cool to start it off. And the other thing, kind of on that same note, is the goal. I don't have an end to the machine yet either. It kind of just ends with a ball going off the edge. So I'm trying to figure out a cool starting point and a cool ending point. So I'll be thinking about what I'm going to do there in the next couple of days, but for now I want to show you the finished machine. So, it's pretty exciting. It's just standing here and looking at it, it just looks so impressive and so huge and just so complicated and awesome. And I am very, 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 very happy with how it turned out. Oh my God. So apparently some health inspector or safety inspector or something is coming today, so I've been tasked with cleaning off this entire counter here with all the drill press and bandsaw and belt sander and all that. It's a huge mess with a ton of sawdust and all that, so it might take a little while to clean off, but I'll give you a little update when it's done. Okay, so here's the finished product. As you can see, it doesn't look a whole lot different. It doesn't show as much improvement as I would have hoped. However, there is significantly less dust and stuff. It's been vacuumed and brushed clean. So hopefully this will be good. Wish me luck. Alright, so I've got some really great news for you guys. The machine is done. So let me show it to you. I'll show you the first table first. So this is basically just the beginning and end. So it's a lot of repeating tricks, but basically it just starts with the ball, rolls over here, and then this is a series of mouse traps, and basically each of them flips up and reveals one of the simple machines. That's what's on the back of each of these little signs here. Then it goes to this zip line. So the zip line is going to go down. You can hardly see the wire, but there it is. It's going to go down here, and then here's the pulley section. So we've got this trick with the trains going in opposite directions, and we've also got this trick here that also applies to a pulley. I'm going to go under the wire here. Alright, so now we're in the screw section. Here's the screw trick with the connects motor that unscrews the washer, or the nut off of the end of the screw. Into the inclined plane section, we've got two sloped binders. And here's the light bulb trick, so another inclined plane there. Into the wedge section, we've got this car that rolls down and wedges underneath the cup and tips it over. We've also got this wedge here, which just pushes the balls in opposite directions. And then into the lever section, we've got this triple-use lever, which is an exact copy of Burlak Awesome's triple-use lever in the soda machine. Moving into an auto tilt board, so another lever there. Moving into this trick with the connects balance, another lever. And finally, this last lever is a catapult, which launches the pink ball into there. Moving into the wheel and axle section, we've got a bike wheel, and then just things that roll. So we've got two different cars here of different sizes. And then it goes back to the original table, and then it flips up those three tracks, and then those two things right down there at the bottom. And that's just going to say 6 simple machines in one. So, there you go, guys. I'll show you the whole thing, so you can kind of see the whole thing. There you go. This is 6 simple machines in one.